Okay, for spelling, we are going to do these ones right here. And all of these are a little tricky in a different way. So we are going to talk about these two first. This is the number 1, O-N-E, and it does not make any amount of sense whatsoever. And nothing whatsoever makes sense about this. So we have to just learn O-N-E is 1. So we're going to write it 5 times, and we're going to say the letters O-N-E, 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 O-N-E. The next one is the word 1 as well, but this one is not the number 1. It is like I won the game. So we're going to do W-O-N, 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 W-O-N. These ones right here are the questions that we ask people. And these questions start with W-H. So sometimes it's hard to know when a word, a spelling word, is a W or a W-H because they make the same sound. But who, what, where, when, and which, those are our questions that we ask people. They're not all the questions that we ask, but these ones are W-H. So one way to remember for these words is that if you are talking about a question, who was that? What did they do? Where are they? When did they go to the park? Which park did they go to? Those are all of our W-H words. So we are going to write what, our sight word, W-H-A-T, 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 W-H-A-T. Our next one is where, W-H-E-R-E, 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 W-H-E-R-E. Then we are going to do the word when. This one does make sense. W-H makes wa, E makes eh, N makes n. W-H-E-N, 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 W-H-E-N. Next one is which. Which is not a sight word. It does make sense, but we just have to remember it's a question that we can ask somebody. So it is a W-H word, wa, and then we have I makes it, and C-H makes ch. So we're going to spell W-H-I-C-H. 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 Our last question word that we're going to go over that is a W-H is who. And that is a sight word. It does not make sense. So we just have to remember that W-H-O makes who. We're going to write it 5 times. W-H-O, 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 W-H-O. Okay, we're going to go over our sounds. CK makes K. SK makes SK. CH makes CH. TH makes TH. SH makes SH. AN makes AN. AM makes AM. EE makes E. EA makes E. AY and AI make A. OE and OA make O. ET makes ET. OW and OU make OW. EW, OO, UE, OO. URIR and ER make OR makes OR. ALL makes all. EAR makes ear. OLD makes old. AIR makes air. So those are the ones that we've learned, we've gone over. I think you know most of these. Sometimes we forget 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but for the most part, I think you're understanding these blends. So we are going to go on to our next blends. Okay, these ones are a little tricky, but they also have something in common. What they have in common is that there are 2 or 3 or 4 letters, mostly just 2 or 3. And one of them does something and the other one does not do anything. It's just there because we need it for our spelling. We don't need it to sound out. We are just learning that sometimes a letter is in a blend and it doesn't make sense to say anything, but it still has to be there. So our first word that we are going to talk about, or our first blend that we're going to talk about, that does this crazy thing that we just have to learn is LE. LE is ul. So even though the E is there, it does not do anything. It's just there for our spelling. So LE makes ul. So each day, mom or dad can pause the video and you're going to read one of the rows or 3 or 4 per day. And these are also a little tricky in that sometimes they don't totally make 100% sense. For example, this one does not make sense, and this one does not make sense. I think that is it. So you do not have to read those words for now. I will give them to you later. We will go over them another time. They almost make sense, but not quite. We don't need to worry about them at all. So you don't have to read those ones. And then another thing that might happen in these pages is that we might have more than one blend in a word. So for example, this one right here, CK makes K and LE makes ul. So I'm going to do that one for you. It's b-a-k-ul, buckle. And this one has more than one blend. This one has more than one blend. This one has more than one blend. They are AM. I think you're ready to try those ones, but I'm going to do the first one for you. AM makes am. L-E makes ul, so we read it as G-am-ba-ul, gamble. Next one, we just talked about these for spelling. W-H makes wa, and a lot of these are sight words, so you do not have to read the crossed out ones. You only have to read the ones that are there. So this one you can read. This one we haven't learned about, but you might have learned in school. When you have an E at the end of a word, sometimes it makes the vowel A-E-I-O say its name. So instead of I saying it, this magic or silent E comes over here and it has the power to make the I say its name. So this one has W-H makes wa, I makes I, T makes T, and the E does not say anything at all. This one is easy. You can read that one. This one has two blends, so let's look at that. W-H makes wa, and then we also have E-E makes E. So it's wa, eel, wheel. This one and this one are both silent E's. So this E comes over and makes that I say its name, and then the E does not say anything. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to try these two silent E ones with the E saying, making the I say its name. Okay, next one is this one right here. W-H makes wa, C-H makes ch. So we have wa, it, ch, which. This one has three blends. Can you believe it? We have W-H makes wa, E makes T-H makes th, E-R makes So the word is wa, weather. Weather. Here is another crazy one. It is W-R. W doesn't say anything. The R just says earth. So W-R together, when they get married, they only make the sound. The W is silent and doesn't do anything for reading. It only helps for spelling. So you can do this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then I am going to do the rest. So mom or dad can pause the video. You can try sounding those out. And then when you come back, I'm going to do the other ones for you. So this one has W-R makes T-H makes ath, wrath. This one has three blends. W-R makes E-A makes E, T-H makes th. So it's eth, wreath. This one has two blends. W-R makes O-N-G makes ong, ong, wrong. This one is n, and then we know C-H makes ch. So it's ench, wrench. This one is a silent E. So for this one, we have W-R makes and then this E makes the I say its name. Ite, right. This one is a I-N-G and a W-R. So we have ing, ring. This one is W-R and O-N-G, ong, wrong. This one has W-R, app, and then E-R makes This last one is W-R makes and then the O says its name, and the E does not say anything for reading. So it's oat. I wrote a letter.